And we are live here from Green Bay, Wisconsin for the Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings. These two met up just a few weeks ago, of course, division rivals, where the Packers got the better of the Vikings in Minnesota, and now the Vikings have to come here to Green Bay to get the better of the Packers. So can the Vikings get their win over the Packers this season, or will the Packers get a sweep? We will find out. So the Packers, kick it away. I don't know why I said it with that much force, but whatever. Anyways, so Minnesota will run it through. Of course, they don't want to be swept by Green Bay, so they want to pick up the win here, as Green Bay did beat them in Minnesota, so beating the Packers in Green Bay would be huge, especially when they're only a one-loss team. So the Vikings will start off with the ball here at the 23. Jefferson in motion, hands it off to Jones, who's stuffed. And we've seen what this Jeff Hafley defense has done against the run, against Minnesota, of course, a few weeks back when they faced. And, I mean, other teams in general with the run, so that's what we got to look out for today. I mean, the last time these two teams faced, it was a shootout. I mean, this thing ended like 38-35 or something like that, or 42-35 or something. It was like within a score, but
yeah, the Packers really defense isn't really like the best when in the first three quarters, but they will clutch up when they need to.
I think they're great. It's just I feel like the Minnesota offense is so explosive that they were able to find holes, but at the same time, I mean, Green Bay ultimately is just stronger on both sides. I mean, I'll say the Vikings are stronger offensively because I don't think the Packers have a receiver as good as Jefferson or Addison, or even Naylor, to be honest, but actually, no, you can argue Reed is, but whatever.
And Cooper.
Anyways, so regardless of that, I mean, I think their defense is strong enough to hold through. Like, ultimately, if you ask me what team I'd rather have altogether, it would be Green Bay. But
no, I think the Vikings have a better roster. I just think Kevin O'Connell's an offensive mind.
And that's brought to a fourth down. This is what I'm talking about. This defense is just so good when you match them up against the run. And now we're already at a fourth down situation where the Vikings might punt. I mean, it's not anything much to go for, but I doubt they'll do it this early, especially at the 33. So let's see what Kevin O'Connell decides on the Vikings to do.
Of course, not the riskiest coach ever. Actually, probably one of the safest.
Packers have yet to lose a divisional game so far. Can Minnesota beat them tonight and make sure that's not the case? And it's a touchback. So now at the 20, this will be the first offensive drive for Green Bay. Hands off to Jacobs, who's had a hell of a season so far. Picks up 5 there. Gotta wonder what the strategy is from the Minnesota defense here. Allowed loads of points last time, and so did the Green Bay, but of course, Green Bay just clutches up better. And out of bounds, 3rd and 5. First throw from Love is incomplete. And, another incompletion. So, now the Packers will punt. Now this gets interesting. So, both offensive drives for each team ended a punt here. And I could see this going somewhat differently from the last time we saw these two face.
Yeah.
And the Packers kick it away now. Punt it away, I should say. And caught and brought to the... we stand up. I believe he should be down on the 23, no, the 22. So second offensive drive from Minnesota. Let's see what they do here. Neither team has gone into each other's territory yet. Play action from McCarthy, and he's down at the 46. Caught by Justin Jefferson. First reception for 23 yards. Jefferson not Jefferson, but McCarthy has gotten progressively better at reading defenses. We've seen him become better in the pocket. We've seen
Yeah,
him,
he's progressed a lot.
yeah, we've seen him prevent turnovers as much as he can.
Yeah. None of the rookie quarterbacks this year have done.
Oh wow, look at that! That run is not going anywhere.
One thing I'd say is none of the rookie quarterbacks have done particularly amazing.
I think McCarthy's that exception though.
I mean, Cam Ward too.
Yeah, Cam Ward's been great too. I mean, the Titans went from.
But
I
I
mean, they
feel
already
like
have more wins this season than they had last season.
I
So.
feel like both of them have problems. Like McCarthy kind of has to chill down on the interceptions. He's thrown a lot of this season. He is already at 7, while Cam Ward has to chill down and has terrible pocket awareness.
He's gotten better though.
Yeah, both of them have.
At the 43, hands it off to Jones. Jones trying to stay up, and he still is, and he's down at the 47, 3rd and 8. So if they get another stop here, we could see yet another punt. So it seems like these teams are well studied on each other since the last time they faced, which we saw a touchdown pretty early on in the game from both sides. And 4th down situation once again. And it's not enough to be in field goal range, so this should be yet another punt. Been loving both defenses so far.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, very well studied on each other's offenses. It's not even like the offenses are playing bad because they're not. It's just these defenses are very locked in at the moment, both sides.
I mean, big game here. I mean, Vikings need to win so they can prevent another loss, which they need. And Packers only want to get the sweep. Want to get the sweep because
yeah, of course, and they're only a one-loss team, so I mean, get as many wins as you can. You want to chase that number 1 seed for when that time comes.
Oh yeah, because Philadelphia too, right?
Yeah. So 20 now. Love backs up. And overthrown. That'll be his 3rd incompletion. No complete passes from Love today yet.
Yeah.
Seems like the receiving room has been well enough shut down by this Minnesota secondary. So far, we've only seen punts, so Love gonna scramble it here. And he runs it in for the first, and he's got a lot. And he slides at the 45. Nice pick up there, 25-yard rush. So now at the 45, after the scramble from Love. Love has been great at passing so far, and there's his first complete pass to Tucker Kraft to the 33 for a 22-yard pickup there. So this is the deepest either team has gotten into each other's territory so far. So scoring position, I should say, for Green Bay so far. Of course, you want to get a touchdown on the board, but this is well into field goal range.
Yeah.
Hands it off to Jacobs. Nope, never mind. It's play action. Love. Gonna scramble it in.
And
First down.
Yeah.
Nice work from Jordan Love there. Let's get to the 23 off the scramble. Hands it off. And Jacobs is stuffed.
Yeah.
Loss of 1. Both sides so far good against the run defensively. Scooped that one to Josh Jacobs, and he couldn't get anywhere here. So now at the 24. See what the Packers have in mind. Caught down. I'll only be a pickup of 2. So if we get to a 4th down situation, it's obviously a field goal attempt. Unless it's like 4th and short or something, they decide to go for it, but otherwise that's what it is. It's at the 22. Love. He's got time. He throws it. And it's a touchdown.
Caught touchdown. Might have been out of bounds though.
Yeah, let's take another look at that one. Christian Watts with the catch. Take a look here. It's a little weird off first glance. Oh yeah, that could have been out. Let's see. 1, 2. I think it was in. I'm sure they'll review it, but
yeah.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, so yeah, that was in. It looked into me. Yeah, it was just seems like something they would have reviewed. Anyways, so the Packers get the first points on the board. 7-0 here against Minnesota. Packers kick it away. And Green Bay takes an 8. Or sorry, Minnesota takes an 8. So now at the 25. Off the touchback. Hands it off to Jones. Jones is stuffed once again.
Yeah.
6th rush, 13 yards. That's only a pickup of 2 there. And how would it look for Green Bay if they can force Minnesota to a 4th punt in this game? Checked out, he's out of bounds. 3rd and 3. Hawkinson with the catch. That's a 32 now. Play action, caught, 1st down for Madison. That'll bring them to the 49 once again in Packers territory. The last time they were here, they had to punt as it was from the 48, so not enough for a field goal. But this is good positioning. Nice throw from McCarthy here as well. Love the spin on that. And yeah, as you can see, Madison wide open, nobody covering him. And yeah, good separation there from him. See what Minnesota does here. So look to tie up things with Green Bay. Caught, and he's down right away. Pick up 8, 2nd and 2 at the 41.
Yeah.
At the 41 now.
Matt, JJ backs up.
Flag down, and he throws it away. Holding. Oh, it's going to be on the offense here, so they'll be sent back to the 49 for a 2nd and 12. This is a little bit rough here, especially when you're down. They don't convert here. This could be... Oh, yeah, they do. 1st down, and Jefferson, wow, brings it all the way to the 26. Yeah, in that situation, if you didn't get it there, you would have had to punt again, but Jefferson's so clutch. Bring it to the 26, and McCarthy still perfect on his throws.
Yeah, good
6
job.
for 6.
Good job on McCarthy. Okay.
Yeah, look at that. Jefferson wide open, nobody covering. Good work. And if you're the Green Bay, that's a receiver you need to get locked down. I mean, if you keep Jefferson open, there's not much you can do.
Of course, 2nd best receiver in the league, arguably the best.
Hands it off, and Jones is taken down. Pick up of 3. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So the Packers shut out Minnesota in the first quarter, 7-0. Packers lead. Minnesota's ball going into the second. And we're back here from commercials. 2nd and 7 at the 23. And oh, pressure there. Flag down. Might be a roughing the passer call. Oh, holding again. Yeah, it looks like they roughed up McCarthy there a little bit. So, kind of confused about the holding call. But brought back to the 33, 2nd and 17. McCarthy throws, flag again. This one will be on the defenses. It's a face mask call, which will make it an automatic first down at the 13-yard line for Minnesota. So, don't even have to convert from the holding call as they get a free first down and even better position now. This will be their first trip to the red zone. And nice run from Jones. Pickup of 7. Brought to the 6, 2nd and 3.
And Vikings in Packers territory. Deep in Packers territory. 6. By the way, sorry, I've been commentating. I was doing the records.
Yeah. And Jones is in for the touchdown. And a PAT will tie this thing up. So yeah, a lot more of a calculated game compared to the first one.
Yeah, definitely less high scoring, obviously.
Yeah. Kicking in for the extra point, and this is a tie game. So I actually just looked at the score from the last game. I was wrong. It wasn't even just 30 points. It was 45-42 in that game. So, yeah, this game compared to that one, I mean, it's not even close. At least so far. I know we're only in the second quarter, but I don't think either team will be allowing 40-plus points on the board at this point.
Yeah.
Nice throw. Oh, big opening. Big opening. I think he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
Cooper gone.
He's
Cooper's
gone. Yeah. Wow, great opening there from Cooper, and the Packers take the lead. Incredible. What an addition he's been to this Green Bay offense. I was thinking for a second here, there's a point where he could have been tripped up, and if there was any opportunity to do it, it was right here, but no. Once he broke that tackle, he was gone. There was no stopping him there. And Green Bay will now take their lead back here early into the second quarter. And it's good. And Green Bay will kick it away now as the Vikings will get the ball back.
One thing I have found is the Vikings' biggest enemy isn't themselves as a team, it's their schedule. Every week they're facing Super Bowl contenders. I mean,
yeah, compared to, if you look at this schedule compared to their one last season, it's insane.
I know, the schedule has been mission impossible.
Yeah, but they have been looking good regardless, I know.
Yeah, they look good against the teams, but they can't win because it's
I mean, obviously, it's going to be
mission impossible.
It's going to be hard to win this division anyways with Green Bay in it. Green Bay still has yet to
I don't know,
lose.
Green Bay pretty much just locked the division up at this point.
Yeah.
It's
and oh,
impossible.
pressure. And he's gonna take him down. Wow. Good stuff there from
Right now my prediction for this division is Green Bay 1, Minnesota or Chicago 2 and 3. That's gonna be 2 and 3, and then Lions are losing the division, in my opinion. I think they will.
It's between them or Chicago for me.
No, I think Chicago's gonna come back. Chicago just dominated the fucking Rams.
Yeah, I know. Compared to the season the Lions had last season, this is kind of it's a big step down so far. Last year they only lost 2 games. This year they've already lost, I believe, 3 or 4.
6.
6?
The Lions, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're doing it's 4. 6. That's right. Yeah. Wow. Anyways, brought to the 43 there.
The Vikings are second in the division right now. Depending on if they win this game.
Play action. McCarthy. Oh, intercepted. Yeah, I don't know what he was throwing to there.
I told you this has been his biggest problem.
I want to take another look at that. I feel like he was trying to maybe throw it away, hoping someone was down the field there. But no, there was literally nobody there. Look at this.
Yeah, this is something he's had to fix up.
Yeah, right to the defender. I believe McKinney with the interception. Yeah, and that'll bring Green Bay's offense back on. Actually, yeah,
they do.
Yeah. So that could have been a game-costing interception. They start in good field position. They score here. They also get the ball back after half. I mean, of course, there's still a long time before half, but I don't know. With the opportunity to take a 3-score lead, it seems like Minnesota might have just choked the game away there with that pick. I guess you gotta trust the defense right now.
Maybe the season too.
Caught. First down. Oh, deep ball. Yeah, overthrown. 3rd and 5. And Love. Nope. So this looks like it's going to be a field goal attempt, which, I mean, it will put, if it's good, we'll put Minnesota down by 2 double digits, but, I mean, it's better than what could have been if it was a touchdown, so good work from the defense. $52-yard attempt coming up. Good. And Green Bay takes a 10-point lead, 17-7 here in the second quarter.
No, they didn't.
No. Anyways, the Packers kick it away. And Minnesota will take the touchback here. And he runs it in for second, and it's just short of the first. And runs it in down at the 44. Down at the 50 there. 2nd and 4. McCarthy now. Caught out of bounds. 3rd and 2. So conversion coming here. Can they make it? McCarthy caught. And oh man, hard hit there, but down. Caught by Jefferson. At the 28. Hands off, stuffed.
The man
Loss of
fell
1 there.
off so fucking bad.
I know.
They went from being undefeated to being 4-4. And they're still leading the division. Actually, wait. They're literally tied.
They're tied with Arizona.
Yeah. Well, not really, because okay, so Arizona had a bye week, so it's kind of weird. They both have 4 wins. Arizona's leading the division right now, technically, just because they have had less losses, but they have the same amount of wins. So Arizona's technically leading the division just because of the losses.
At the 29.
That is fucking hilarious.
McCarthy, he's standing there for a while. Got it. Out of bounds. Trying to save some clock here.
The Chargers
3rd and 8.
broke them.
Big conversion coming up here for Minnesota.
Okay, now I'm gonna commentate the rest of the game. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention for the most of this game just because I was doing the standings.
I believe. So at the 11 now.
I know Soldier Field was made in the 20s.
Oh man, look at him staying up there. Pick him up 6.
Seriously, I'm not even joking. Soldier Field was made in the fucking 20s. Like, not like 2020, talking about 1923. I believe.
And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. 17-7 here. Packers lead by 10. Minnesota's ball.
Fuck.
At the 5.
Shit.
What?
The Heat lost to Memphis today.
It throws it away. 3rd and 4. So, can they get it here? They're pressuring McCarthy fairly well.
To be fair, Memphis is like one of the best teams in the league. We lost to one of the best teams in the league. Not that bad, but we're going to beat the Bucks tomorrow. We're going to beat the Bucks. Buccaneers. Yup. The Buck. Yup. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
3rd and 4 at the 5. McCarthy. Oh! Wow!
Touchdown!
What a touchdown!
Holy shit!
Blocked and then caught by Jefferson. Take a look.
Christ!
What was that? This looked like it was dropped because of the block. And right to Jefferson's hands. God. Wow. Justin Jefferson with the touchdown. That'll put Minnesota on the board. A PAT will make them down by 3. Oh, they're going to booth review it. See if it touched the ground, maybe. I don't think it did. But I guess good on checking just to be sure.
Yeah, you can't be too safe. No, it didn't touch the ground. It's touchdown.
Wow, what a catch. Yeah, wow, very close. It nearly touched the ground there.
Yeah.
He pulled it in, though. So let's see what they'll say. What a receiver. Incredible. Yeah, and it'll stand as a touchdown.
Pause. Pull it in.
Yeah,
Pause.
I know, shush. And they kick it in, and now it is a 3-point game, 17-14. Green Bay with a little less than 2 minutes before half. And Minnesota kicks away to Green Bay. So Green Bay has a little less than 2 minutes, all three of their timeouts, to score something before half. Let's see what they do here. Whoa. Whoa, he might be, yeah, he's gone. Wow. Grisham Watson, this is the second time this happened today. Once with Cooper, now with Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't been able to cover too well in the receiving room.
Yeah, the secondary's played like shit.
Yeah, now the second time this has happened now. Where, yeah, they can't get the tackle down. And yeah, the Christian Watson gone. First with Amari Cooper, now with Christian Watson. And a PAT will bring this back to a 10-point game. But Minnesota has a lot of time themselves now. Green Bay didn't even need to use a timeout. And they kick it up. And it's good. Now it's a 10-point game. Honestly, probably should have ran a little bit of clock, but they kept it quick. Their past two drives have been a total of 22 seconds.
Wow.
No.
Defensive too.
No, they don't. Defensively, they don't.
They have a better corner room and D-line.
No, no. Are you kidding? Green Bay's D-line is better than Minnesota's.
They have one good player on the D-line.
No, they don't. They have one of the best defenses in the league. What do you mean?
I know they have one, mainly because the coordinating's good.
Huh? Yo, yeah.
Like
some of the players actually have to be good for the coordinator.
I know,
to do
but
anything.
there's like two good players overall. There's like Kenny Clark and then fucking Valentine and Valentine. There's like three good players.
No, they have more than that. Anyways, down second.
Oh, and Xavier McKinney. I forgot about McKinney.
Yeah, you're naming like literally the entire defense right now.
Four people.
Is that five? You named five, I think.
I said Valentine, Kenny Clark, and McKinney.
Dude, you said one more, I swear to God.
No, I didn't.
Oh, whatever. You still named a lot, so. And they have more than that, too. I just don't remember some of their names. Anyways, he brings it to the 47 there.
And you can. And
the coordinator, you can literally give a shit defense, like the best coordinator of all time, and they won't do anything. Vic Fangio literally didn't bring the Dolphins or the Broncos anywhere. Anyways, timeout.
To be fair, he didn't know quarterback.
Yeah, but like the defense was asked to.
Minnesota's defense is elite.
Not everybody.
Pretty much. Like
and
there's a few holes, but
down he goes.
It's rare. They allow like 35 points a game.
What, no, for us? No, they don't.
When's the last time they've allowed under fucking 20 points?
Their defense is the reason they win.
I meant 30. When's the last time they allowed under 35 points?
Huh?
Under 30 points.
Like pretty recently. I think it was the Raiders game. Oh wait, no, not even. What was the last game they played? I don't remember. Was it the Raiders game? And caught. Ooh, they're striving for this touchdown here. To make it a 3-point game going at half. And then timeout.
Bears game. Almost 50 in the bet.
The Bears game you can't count. That was garbage time. The defense was practically...
When the Bears were ass, I have to count it.
No, you don't. It was garbage time. It doesn't fucking count. Oh, they're not going to get the touchdown here. So it's going to be a 10-point game going at half with Green Bay getting the ball back.
We're still on the Cowboys game.
So now that they couldn't get the touchdown or even a field goal, I got Green Bay here.
Check it. I don't even have to check the Cowboys game now I'm thinking about it.
And Green Bay is... Oh, it's pretty even, actually. With Minnesota leading in passing and rushing yards, and Green Bay leading in everything else.
31 in the Chargers game.
And they kick it away. Yeah, the Chargers are good. Take a knee. We're still talking about this. Like, clearly the Green Bay defense is good enough for them to win fucking all their games except one.
Okay, the past 3 games they've allowed over 30.
That's not bad.
That's not
that bad. And also, a lot of those are garbage time, too. You have to consider that.
Which one?
Like, most of their games were, like, the game is pretty much over by, like, the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Like,
some of those games.
Packers-Vikings wasn't...
No, but that was also a shootout because it was division rivals, so...
When was the Raiders game over?
How are you denying that their defense is good? They literally have lost one game all season. Their offense isn't
Okay,
the
we're
reason
just
they're
gonna
winning all
die.
their games.
No, it's good defense. I'm saying Vikings defense is better.
It's not. The Vikings have lost way more games and they have a better offense. It's the defense, dude. The defense is the defense is
What about
better
the
for Green Bay.
What about the Vikings? Check the Vikings. Green Bay's allowed them like less than 30 points like once.
Why are you still they've lost more games because their defense isn't as good. The only reason you're saying their defense is better because you can name more people on their defense. That doesn't mean it's better.
Easily.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's better. I can name more people on.
More elite players.
They're not elite. They're not elite. Or the fucking Vikings would have lost like fucking 4 games this early. The Packers have lost less games because their defenses are better, or their defense is better. That's why. If you want to say it's the offense, well, that would be a stupid argument because the Vikings offense is infinitely better than the fucking Packers offense. Caught and down at the 42. They're winning because their defense.
The Vikings are losing because they're facing better teams.
They're losing because they're not as good of a team defensively.
They've had
The Packers haven't had that easy of a schedule either. I mean, easier compared to the Vikings, but they're winning because their defense.
Jesus Christ, their defense fucking demolished the Cowboys. Jesus Christ. Christ almighty.
What?
About 13 points against the fucking Cowboys.
Wow, that's basically how much the Packers allowed, so 13-20 is like literally a score difference, so who cares?
The Commanders game.
You also have to consider how long the games are, too. You didn't even consider that. How long the quarters are for each game.
That was the 10-minute quarters.
No, not all of them.
No, I mean the Cowboys one was.
Still, that's within a score, so it
That was
doesn't
the
matter.
lowest scoring one, though.
That's within a score, so I don't really care about that. It's basically the same.
Okay, the Broncos game was like their worst performance.
Yeah, allowed 56 points.
Yeah, that's the only bad performance all year.
That's like really bad.
I know, but the Packers have had a shit ton of them. Like 6 of the
They've
Packers.
never allowed 50 points. Not even.
I know, but
They've
had
allowed 40
I
points
know,
one time.
I know, but like they've also allowed like a shit ton of they've all allowed a shit ton of like 30+ games.
Yeah, and a lot of those are typically when the game's already over.
like one of them were.
No, a few of them.
I checked them.
Yeah, I did too. I played them. I watched them. A lot of those were when the game's already over. Green Bay leads a lot of these games going into halftime up by 10.
Hold on. Let me check.
There's literally no argument against it. If Minnesota was as good defensively, they would have more wins.
If they didn't have... Let's look at the Vikings schedule, though, too.
They allowed 56 points against a losing Broncos team.
It
has nothing to do with their schedule.
The Broncos are getting better.
They're a losing team. You should not be allowing 56 points against a
The
losing
Lions,
team.
Bengals, Dolphins, Cowboys, Packers,
Wait,
Commanders,
whoa, go through this slowly.
Okay, Lions.
Suck.
Okay, yeah, they suck. Bengals, great.
Good.
Dolphins, mid.
Ass.
Cowboys, ass, obviously. Packers, good.
Good.
Commanders, good.
Solid. Not good. Solid.
Broncos,
Caught.
Broncos just went from one of the
To the
worst
one.
teams in the league to one of the best.
Doesn't matter, they're a losing team. 56 points is inexcusable. Next.
That's it. That's the entire schedule.
Yeah, that's not super hard. There's actually more okay to bad teams than there is
There's
good.
like 2 shit teams in here.
No, I said okay to bad.
Oh, sorry, 3.
The majority of those teams aren't really good.
The Lions are bad. Cowboys are bad. Dolphins
It's
are
been
mid.
like the Commanders and who else? The Packers. It's like the Commanders
And the
Pack-
Bengals.
and the Bengals. That's 3. Like,
And the
oof.
Broncos are great.
The Broncos aren't great. What the fuck? They're a losing team.
I actually don't think they are anymore.
Well, they were at the time of the game, so it doesn't matter either way. 56 points.
Oh. Sorry, they are 1-1 away from coming out
Yeah,
of
so
that.
they're a losing team. Allowing 56 points against a losing team doesn't mean you have a better defense than Green Bay. So get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, Green Bay has
And Green Bay's one loss was because of the weather.
Green Bay still has Green Bay's allowed less than 30 points one time.
Who literally, yeah, because
and you know what's funny?
honestly, their schedule is probably harder now that I think about it.
You know what's funny?
What?
That was the game they lost.
What?
The game that they lost
because it was the weather.
Anyways,
Anyways, touchdown Green Bay. So
I know, but
this is now a 16-point lead, 17 off the PAT. Wow, that was a long opening drive for after half.
Wow, this is fucking easy.
What?
Green Bay's schedule's not been hard.
Neither is fucking Minnesota's.
It was harder than this.
Next.
Vikings, so
good.
They're so good, yeah. Raiders.
Good. Especially at that time. That was before Geno started shitting himself.
No, it was Geno. It was Geno.
I said before Geno started shitting himself. That was their first loss.
Geno not shit himself.
That was their first loss of the season.
Yeah, it was also the first game with Geno. Geno hasn't won a game with the Raiders. Hasn't won a game yet.
Yeah, he won the Panthers.
Huh?
Panthers game.
Oh yeah, that was Geno's only win all this year, and he didn't even start the entire game.
Wow, they still beat a winning team, dude. Who cares? They beat a winning team who hadn't lost a game until that point.
Who got rid of the quarterback and
Sam Darnold is not that much better than Geno Smith. Sam Darnold is like on the like a tier above Geno Smith.
You know what's fucking funny?
What?
He's won at the Raiders. Since getting Geno Smith, the Raiders are 1-3.
Yeah, and their first loss was to Green Bay, so we were gonna use that excuse. You know damn well if the fucking Raiders were on the Vikings schedule, you'd be saying amazing team. They were undefeated for like fucking 5 weeks.
Wait, actually, I don't.
No, that.
It depends what week, but this is when the Raiders kind of started to fall off.
Literally, they were good in that week, and also no, like
and Chargers are good.
Losing Sam Darnold wasn't that big of a loss, anyways. They get sacked.
Kenny Clark, of course, best player on the D line by far.
3rd and 14 off the sack. And if this is brought to 4th down, I think this game is more than over.
If I can sell like 3 average games. Packers had like.
Their games aren't easy. They're just significantly better than the teams they face.
Average. Easy.
This is
average. And then average.
Yeah, Raiders are not average. I know you stuck that in there. You didn't name the teams off because you knew I was going to disagree with you anyways.
Okay.
4th and 14, so this will be a punting situation.
And
yikesy boys.
Oh yeah, this game's over. There's week 1, Bears, easy. Jags, at the time, solid.
Yeah, really good offensively, just mid defensively.
Not even mid. Bad, actually bad.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop shit. I think they had 1 punt in the first 2 weeks. They forced a 1 punt into turnover.
Yep, keep going.
Cowboys, dog shit. Dolphins mid, but it wasn't
speaking of punts, this is like the fucking 5th punt that.
I know the Vikings haven't done shit offensively.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and guess what? They're one of the best offenses in the league, so suck it, bud.
Yes. The Packers have gotten better because schedules gotten harder as the weeks have gone on, but
and they're demolishing literally one of the best offenses in football right now. So
they've gotten better, but they have like their first 4 weeks were undeniably fucking easy.
Their defense is the reason they win games.
Their first 4 weeks.
If Joe Barry was coordinating this defense, they would literally be losing every fucking game that they're in.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying the coordinator's the reason why they're great.
Yes, and the coordinator has to have a good enough defense to do anything with because Vic Fangio was a defensive coordinator for Miami, and Miami was dog shit.
Their schedule's getting harder, but their first 4 weeks were undeniably fucking easy.
Sure, Minnesota's had more easy games than hard games too. Like sure, the hard games they've had have been harder, but 2nd and 10.
The Chargers have had, but the Packers have had 2 really hard games.
Because they're the team to beat. That's why. They're one of the teams to beat, I should say.
The rest have been kind of mid to average, mid to bad.
I'm telling you right now, if their defense is even half of what it was, they would not have the record they have right now. Their defense is elite.
But also, keep in mind, Jordan loves shits on JJ McCarthy. I like JJ, but Jesus.
I wouldn't say shits on him. Sack. 3rd and 12.
Vikings hard games are spread out, though. I think that's why it looks harder. Their hard games are spread out. The Packers were all in the first 4 weeks. So, like, the Vikings have had, like, let's count. 1, Bengals, and then their past 3 have been hard. So they've had an equal schedule, actually.
Love throwing deep. I guess they're up by so much they don't give a shit. And he dropped it.
Okay, so I am changing my mind. They've had an equally hard schedule, except the Vikings' hard games have been fucking harder.
I'm not gonna lie, if Green Bay faced the teams that Minnesota faced that were super hard, if Green Bay faced the teams Minnesota faced that were super hard, they either win or lose by like a very small margin. Like
if they face
Green Bay can beat Cincinnati.
Maybe. I don't know,
Maybe. What the fuck? They definitely can. They're like on the same tier.
I don't know. Cincinnati's defense is for some reason good, even though I've literally nobody on. There's nobody fucking
Cincinnati
there.
can beat Green Bay too. I'm just saying Green Bay is one of those teams who I could see beating Cincinnati. Who else is there? Broncos are not a hard team, dude. Stop with this. They're good. They're getting better. They're not amazing.
No, I mean I could see
insanely hard
Denver.
team.
I could see Denver pulling off the upset there.
Anyways, play action and throwing it deep. Caught. Nice.
Honestly, this game's not over, but like this game's still
like
winnable.
Very big, like lead. So
Huh?
it's like a very big deficit.
I know, but it's still like I can see a comeback route. I mean, you only need 2 stops. Wait, 2? Yeah. You only need 2 stops, so 3 maybe, 2-3 stops. So like it's not possible. And then score a touchdown or a field goal on every single one. You get 1 field goal bet pass. And hurry up.
There he goes.
You know, it'd be
2nd and 3.
fucking funny
What?
if the Pirates blow the shit out of this.
I don't think they will, to be honest.
I know, but what if they do?
Well, then that would suck for them, I guess.
What would you do? Would you be surprised?
Yeah, actually, I would.
What if they blow it? They're gonna blow it.
I don't think they will.
What if they do?
Well, fuck you.
I think they're gonna blow it. They're gonna blow it and lead. I don't know why. I just feel like they will.
Caught out of
I have a weird
bounds.
feeling this game's not over. Wow, JJ McCarthy's actually playing fucking great in this game.
I have a weird feeling this game is over.
Take away that pick, honestly, JJ McCarthy has been playing great.
Yeah, that pick was very bad, though.
I know. Like, that was like Mahomes' Super Bowl pick against Zach Bond. Seriously, Zach Bond, that, honestly, the more I think about it, that was literally Zach Bond. I wonder what Zach Bond was thinking. I was like, I thought this guy was better than Brady. And that's what I would have thought of if I was Zach Bond in that moment. I thought this guy was better than Brady.
Yeah.
Like
And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. 31-14 going to the 4th. Packers lead by 17.
What the?
McCarthy stuffed, but a first down. I mean, if you're Green Bay, obviously, when you get the ball back, because I think you just got to run clock out here to make a comeback practically impossible. So,
Huh?
I said, if you're Green Bay, you got to run the clock out here to make a comeback practically
Comeback
impossible.
route isn't impossible. I mean, it's not likely that the Green Bay, Minnesota
It's not.
win, but like, it's not impossible.
It's not Isaiah Likely. Get it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cringe.
Yeah, no, fuck you.
No, you're done. You're done,
Yeah.
kid.
2nd and goal.
You're done.
What to do?
Shut
Fuck
the
you.
fuck up. No,
Fuck you.
no, get it out. Get it out. I'll come here. That's the game. Go. No,
Fuck
you
you.
need to go into the hole.
You just spent like fucking 20 minutes debating what team has a better defense when it's obviously Green Bay. So fuck you.
You can still argue Minnesota's better defense.
Not
I mean,
really.
they've allowed less points, I think. Overall points. So, I mean, and they faced about the same offense. Minnesota's faced. I would say Minnesota's faced harder offenses, but Green Bay's faced.
And in TD.
I'm including the Raiders game as a hard game, by the way. So for like, wait, they haven't fate for the Packers haven't fate. No, wait, no.
Oh yeah, because the Raiders were on their level at one point, so.
At one point, when Darnold was there, and Unk got there, they went 1-3. Geno Smith
Darnold
is so ass.
Sam Darnold is not a game changer.
I
That's not
to be
in order
fair,
of how good I think each of them are.
Jordan Nail is good for a wide receiver 3, but he's kind of mid.
He's not mid. He's very good for a wide receiver 3.
I know he's one of the best wide receivers 3 in the league, arguably. Arguably. Not really. Not
So
really,
9
like,
minutes left on the clock. Let's see.
You know what? Not really, but like I don't care. Fuck you. He's really not, arguably at all. Literally not. I mean, yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. It's kind of hard. Wow, that was a sell job. I like Vikings defense. Why the fuck you make me look bad, man? It's the best one of the fucking defenses in the league. Like, fuck you. What the fuck was that?
I think a touchdown ends this. Are we safely gonna say that?
Yeah, wow, we can safely say that. Field goal, no, but touchdown.
Actually, a field goal might too, but
No,
it'll leave it
14 points
open.
and 11 points are the same. Pretty much.
Yeah, but I don't trust Minnesota to come back from that with this much time left.
I don't trust a lot of people.
Especially considering Green Bay can just run out clock a little bit
I
here.
know, but Green Bay's offense is kind of mid, so.
Well, they have Jacobs. Jacobs is great. A fumble!
Oh wow, this game's not over.
Oh,
at all.
no, I think he might have been down.
I don't think he was. I'm not gonna lie.
If he wasn't, then it's not over, but.
Brian Murphy Jr. got the fumble, by the way. That was the worst angle ever.
No,
wait,
he's
no,
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't want Vikings win this. I'm zooming to Minnesota. I'm getting bored of the Packers. Come on, man. I'm getting bored of the Packers. Like, always the best team in the league.
I would
hate
rather Minnesota win this because obviously.
I'm bored of the fucking Packers being good.
Yeah.
But like every year, they don't deserve this.
Honestly, when's the next time they're gonna lose a game? I could see them losing a game here. Let me see.
Please, I'm so sick and tired. I just want them to miss the playoffs once.
Yeah, they could beat the Commanders.
Please lose out after this.
They can beat. They're definitely beating the Lions. Then they have a bye. Yeah, they keep the ball, by the way. 2-yard pickup.
Why do they have back-to-back buys? The Lions and then
Caught. And he's still up, and he's down. Oh, it says there's twice on here. Anyways, the Browns.
Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. That's actually a toss-up. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
No, they can beat the Browns.
They can, but I'm not gonna say that's impossible.
Panthers, Broncos, Titans, 49ers, Lions, Bears. Honestly, yeah, they're winning most of these, if not all of them.
Honestly,
I could see them losing maybe like 2 more games at best.
Yeah, the Browns, honestly, I could see them pulling
No,
off the
that's
upset.
not even one of the teams I could see them losing to.
What are the teams?
The Commanders and
The Titans?
the Titans, yeah, I could see, honestly.
And Bears, too.
Denver, maybe.
And Bears, too.
No.
I can see it.
No. Caught. Down at the 10.
No, because they're gonna probably bench their starters by then, too. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, they're beating most of the teams here, though.
I can see them losing to Chicago, because they're gonna bench their starters.
I want Green Bay to lose. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying I just don't see them losing a lot of their games.
They're making the playoffs. I was like, well, what is you seeing? But
Well, obviously, they're making the playoffs. I mean, that's kind of undeniable at this point. They would literally have to lose out otherwise, but which I doubt.
fuck you. I hate Green Bay. I just want them to miss the playoffs, man. Like,
Why?
they're in the playoffs every year. Why can't the Giants make me in the play? Green Bay fans have it so good, and they complain. Fuck
Yeah,
Green
'cause
Bay
they haven't
fans.
had a Super Bowl in like almost 20 years.
I don't give a shit. Some teams don't even make the playoffs. Haven't made the playoffs in 20 years. Cough, cough, Jets.
Well, for a team as like, I guess as historic as Green Bay, like, I guess it is kind of upsetting to not even make a Super Bowl since 2011, when Aaron Rodgers was still like
Some people haven't made a Super Bowl.
was still in the ripeness of his career. Now look at him; he's not even a Packer anymore.
Some people don't.
Caught touchdown, yeah, this thing's over.
Some people don't even have a Super Bowl in their entire franchise's existence. 30 goddamn years, no fucking Super Bowl. Packers fans have it the best. I don't care. No, Packers fans have it almost as good as Yankees fans.
Yankees fans don't have it easy.
27 fucking championships.
Yeah, a lot of those came out in the fucking Great Depression, so fuck you.
I know, but they're one of the greatest dynasties ever.
The Yankees haven't seen a World Series since Obama just became president.
The Jags haven't seen a Super Bowl since ever.
So Green Bay will kick it away now as they're up by 17.
It was a year after 808s. It was a banger of an album.
That was pretty good.
Good album. A little inspired like everything, but you know, kind of is from modern rap.
And The Weeknd.
Yeah. By the way, we have to do the Monday game.
I know. Anyways, McCarthy.
I just thought about that. I didn't even realize that till like the middle of this. I thought this was the Monday game, and now I realize that this is the Sunday game, and I feel sad because I wanted to do the schedule. And I was like, man, goddamn standings. Oh, Goat Cohen is talking. Goat Cohen.
McCarthy caught. First down. 39.
People are actually saying Jacoby Brissett's gonna start next year.
Go.
Do you even know who Jacoby Brissett is?
Yes. When you're like third strings or whatever.
Huh?
Isn't he like your third string or some shit?
No, he's the Patriots' third set back up last year.
Oh, okay, yeah. What, is he a Jaguar now?
No, he's a Cowboy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot, yeah. Jacoby Brissett, yeah, honestly, he probably should start.
Yup. He had one good game all of last year and had 7 starts.
Better than Dak.
He had one good game, and you know what it was against?
Who?
The Bills' third strings.
More impressive than anything Dak's ever done, so.
Yup. Yup.
Dak was literally an MVP.
Literally retired Tom Brady.
No. Literally retired Tom Brady in the worst year of Tom Brady's career, so I don't care about that. I'm saying he was an MVP finalist like a year ago, so.
Oh, well, he did retire Tom Brady, that is a fact. He did do that.
Yeah, it's a shame.
You should have.
Dak need to beat up on a 50-year-old Brady and call it an accomplishment. And pressured sacked.
I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't even good defense there. That was just bad fucking. That was just on fucking McCarthy. That wasn't even that good raid defense. That was just bad fucking awareness. Jesus, what the fuck is this guy? Like he was like, oh shit, I zoned out. Fuck. Which major pro team has the worst logo?
What?
Which major league sports team has the worst sports logo?
There's too many to fucking name.
Honestly, I'm looking at all of them. It's the Browns.
Yeah, honestly, if the
Or
Browns.
the Commanders.
Oh yeah, no, it's the Commanders actually. Fuck that. This shit's fucking gross. I hate that, especially with how good their old logo used to be.
The Nationals too. Looks at like shit.
Yeah, Washington, get your logo straight, you fucking bums.
The Capitals looks fucking sick.
Play
though.
action. And down he goes at 13.
The fucking Capitals look sick. Is hockey not a sport now?
What?
The Capitals, sorry, look sick.
They're probably my least hated Washington team out of every single one, so.
Who's your most hated?
The Commanders, obviously. And taking down fumble, and Green Bay has it.
That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? That la David.
And they should just run out the clock from here.
Yep.
Not a good night for Minnesota. We went from a shootout to a blowout, pretty much. Wow.
Case Keenum signed with the fucking Bears.
Case Keenum's still alive.
What?
Case Keenum. Case Keenum. Signed with the Bears.
Yeah.
I thought he was retired.
He was the third string for the Texans last year.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Actually, I didn't know that till I checked Madden. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Goes up in the rosters. I actually thought he was
Case
a pretty.
Keenum, man, what a time. Case Keenum, Nick Foles, Blake Bortles, and Tom Brady. Tom Brady has most to prove. Yup. What a fucking take. That's the greatest take of all time.
How? Tom Brady, win or lose. If he lost that AFC Championship game, you know what
He
else
literally
happened
lost
there?
the Super Bowl that year. It doesn't matter. He's still Tom Brady.
I know. Bro, if he rightfully lost that AFC Championship game, like he deserved to.
Case Keenum had the most to prove. Because he was easily the worst there.
No, Blake Bortles did. And if only gave us like 2 good years, so I can't like. And he was kind of carried by his defense, so I can't really say like he's like an all-time great at all.
In Jacksonville history, he is.
Yeah, he's like a 4th best quarterback in history, in our history.
Mine too.
Trevor's probably surpassed him at this point. Brunell's surpassed him, and then Grenard's better than him.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
Goat. Goat. Goat.
Yep.
Goat.
Honestly, he's probably out of all of our decades, he's definitely the worst one there. Bortles, he's the worst one there. Brunell's better in the 90s. Grenard's better in the 2000s. He was our 2010s. And then Trevor's probably surpassed him at this point. I know Trevor's hasn't done much, but... Why am I saying we? Well, I'm a Colts fan. We haven't talked about this game in the past, like, 3 minutes. I haven't talked about this game at all.
It's almost like it's, like, over.
What is that about, though? No, it's not. Hey. So Packers will win it.
38-21.
Yeah.
They will sweep the Vikings.
Oh my god, finally. This game is fucking